Welcome back, my friends. Another classic John Mayer with us today, Fathers and Daughters. And let's take a look at this. This is a great tune to learn on the guitar. There's actually a couple of different ways you could play each section, and we'll take a look at that. There's a basic verse, there's a chorus, and then of course there's a bridge. Okay, so let's take a look at the verse in the John Mayer style. So first we're going to play a B minor 7 up here on the 7th fret, okay? 6, 4, 3, and open. Okay, and now we're going to go to the E minor 7, where all we're playing here is still the E bass open, and then 2 fingers there. And now we're going to come down to the A sus 4, which basically is the same, except the bass changes. And then we're going to go to a D, and spread out to the 4 and the 5. Okay, and you can see the tab there. So we've got B minor 7, E minor 7, A sus 4, and the D. And now put it into a rhythm. We're going to be playing a jazz triplet feel here. So we're going to play 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and, okay? So it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 measures for each chord. Okay, and then we're into the verse. I know a girl, she puts the color inside of my world. She's just like a maze, where all the walls all continually change. Okay, and there you have the verse. You just keep doing that. Notice that we're doing a little walk up between each of the 4 chords. So we can also play those 4 chords all open. So we've got the B minor here, okay? We can play the E minor here. We can play the A sus 4, as we all know how to play it. And then we can play the D. And you can either play the full D, or you can leave that bottom open on the D9. So we could go, I know a girl, she puts the color inside of my world. And again, the walk up from the open like this. So you can see either way works. What's easier? Actually, that's a toss-up. But if you're used to open chords, you could play it down here. And since you are playing solo, you're getting a lot of flavor of chord here. You can also strum a lot easier here with a lot of open chords. But I leave that up to you. In fact, going back and forth is kind of neat. Now the chorus is very similar, but slightly different. So we're starting the chorus with the B minor 7 once again, but now instead of going to the full E minor, we're just going to drop a half step, okay, to an E7 instead of a minor 7. And then we're going to go to the A sus, as we did before, in the D. So it's similar, one change, right? So we've got, fathers, be good to your daughters. Daughters will love like you do. Okay, very similar, but a slight difference. Again, we could also do that open. Fathers, be good to your daughters. Daughters will love like you do. Okay, either way is your choice. Now, the only other thing we have to look at is the bridge. Again, the bridge goes to a D9, so you've got boys will be boys. So we've got a D9, a G minor, and a D. Okay, you could play that D9 here, you could play that D9 up here on the 10th fret. I actually think it's a lot easier to just play it here, but some you can play these chords in different places, but basically what's the easiest and what's going to get you the sound you need. So I'm saying we're going to go D9 boys, F G minor with just a bar you can break. You can find out how much they can take. Okay, again, A sus 4 to the A7, and then the B minor boys will be strong. Okay, E minor 7 open, and boys soldier on. This is the famous D with the F sharp bass, which is a form sort of an F sharp minor 7. Boys would be gone. And now we've got a G minor 7 with the 9th. So it's a G minor 9 really. Gone without the warmth of a womb. Now we're going to just follow up the A7 to the 3-4 to the 5-5 to the 7-7. Notice the 7-7 is getting us back into the verse on that B minor 7 again. So that bridge is going to sound like this. Boys, you can break. You can find out how much they can take. Boys will be strong, and boys soldier on. The boys will be gone without the warmth of a woman's good heart. And now we're back to the verse. And then that's the whole tune. So you can do this in different ways. You can use either version back and forth, play around as you wish, but this is basically how the tune goes. And so have a lot of fun with this, because this is a classic John Mayer, isn't it? So let's take a look, throw it all together, and show you what it could sound like. Oh, you see that skin? It's the same she's been standing in since the day she saw him walking away. Now she's left cleaning up the mess he made. Oh, fathers, be good to your daughters, daughters with love like you do. Girls become lovers who turn into mothers. Mothers, be good to your daughters too. Boys, you can break. You can find out how much they can take. Boys will be strong. Boys soldier on. Boys would be gone without the warmth of a woman's good heart. And on, and you get the idea. So, my friends, I hope that helps you out. A great tune to play, great tune to add to your repertoire, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to the station, my friends, and I will see you again next time. Keep on playing that guitar.